baby. I'm about to show them what a boss really about. What you here for? Strictly business. I'm bossed up. I got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low. Rappers turning into rats. Drop snitching on theyself. DEA ransack.
What's good? What's popping? Your boys are early in the building.
We can come early.
Yeah, we can come early too. Fuck that. You know, we get everybody. Oh, y'all late. All right, we here early.
Yeah,
we here early.
Yeah.
So now, when everybody jump in, y'all motherfuckers is late.
Y'all late. How about that?
Y'all late. Now you gotta catch up and get on the program. We'll be late next week, so don't worry about it. So. Yes. Every once in a while we're gonna do this shit on time, and today is not on time. We're gonna do this shit on time.
Yes, sir. You know how we go, man. Feel me?
Yeah. So, football week. Football is winding down, and it sucks to me. It sucks. It seems like we wait forever for football to get here, and then it's over super fast.
In a flash, every year.
Like, so it kind of sucks that we got one more game left, Super Bowl, and we got to wait another, what is it? February, we got March, April, May, June, July, 6 months.
And then 6 months after that.
So it's it's bad, but it just lets you know how wrapped up we are into football, how engaged in football we are. Because we want it. We want to keep it going. We want to keep everything fresh and popping and get the shit. I mean, we're gonna have the UFL. I promise you,
yes,
we will cover the UFL.
We are going to do our due diligence to cover the UFL. We are going to give it all of our energy. Trust us. We got
yes, because last year we were kind of spotty with it here, there, and then. Kind of lost it, but we're not gonna do that this year. But I'm gonna make sure we lock in on that bullshit.
Locked in, for sure.
All right, it's warm up time. Let's get to it. This one's gonna be fun.
Very good.
Hey, it's a man's game tonight. Now you know that. It's a man's game tonight. Here we come. Here we come. It's a man's game now. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on, big boys. It's going to be a football game tonight now. No doubt. It's going to be a football game. Let's go. Let's play. Put your hands on them and let's play. Let's see if they can play physical football today. Let's see if they can run without nobody touching. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't ready.
Yeah, and I want to give one more thing. We asked for it way before everybody else did. So everybody who's getting Jameis on y'all podcast and talking about all Jameis, oh man, let's tell us some stories. Fuck all y'all.
Literally, from the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my heart. I requested the Jameis interview before any of y'all cared about Jameis. Inside the Huddle was trying to get him on.
Literally.
And I get it. We're not a big pod. It's all good. I totally understand that. But we did it first. We were on the Jameis. Y'all just got to Jameis. Y'all not real. Y'all just got
not
to
real fans, bro. Y'all wasn't in the trap, bro.
Nah, we was in there when it was. See, he moving weight now, but when it was just baggies, that was us.
It was us, bro. It was at his door every day.
Yep. When everything was just hand to hand, it was us. Now everybody want to be on the Jameis. Y'all.
Now he moving peas and everybody act like they don't know him. Okay.
Yeah, like. All right.
They say this is the greatest sports performance in history, bro. You can book it. I have never seen someone so determined in my life to finish. Shelton Benjamin's Ain't No Stopping Me should have been playing during this whole video. Bro tried to get a hold of him. Bro said, hell no, flipped him up real quick, popped back up determined. Look, drop kick. Oh my God. His helmet done came off and everything, bro. This would kill me. His homies gave him a little boost. Look, swinging him around there. I'm talking about buddy was picking up speed. He don't even care who around the corner, bro. He done picked up so much speed. Look, y'all, like, bam! Boom! Look, that's a big bad lift him, Kabowski. And then y'all ain't even see this. Look how he dipped dipped his ass real quick, then swiped him down. And then finished, bro. We have to go back really quick. Buddy came out, flipped him. Do y'all not see what's going on right here? Drop kick. Do y'all not see, bro, that this man is literally insane, bro? He is unfuckwittable. Put him in the Hall of Fame, retire his jersey, bro. It does not matter. Do whatever it got to be done to make this man a legend because this is diabolical. Shout out to him. He the final boss, bro. It ain't nothing else to be said.
First of all, I don't know nothing about roller derby at all. Zero. I have no knowledge of this bullshit. But what I do know is if a nigga kick me with roller skates on, we fight. That's all I'm saying.
Gosh. I ain't gonna lie, roller derby it's probably one of the most entertaining, chaotic sports in the world.
It is. I don't know the rules. I don't know the purpose of it. I have no idea what the purpose is.
There's a shit ton going on. And I really don't like. I know the more laps that you do, especially around another opponent, the more points you score.
Okay.
And I know that there's like enforcers, and then there's like the person who does like the laps and shit, who they be getting the slingshot it around. I know like the logistics and like the gist of it, not too much to the point where, I'm willing to play. But I do know this stuff.
No, I'm not doing it.
I like the fight part because there's no way that you're gonna hit me with a skate and I'm not gonna punch you in your face.
There's no way. Not you're not gonna jump up with both feet and kick me
like
with your skates.
Drop kick though, like full on drop kick. And these are like 1980s, 1970s, like classic skates. They ain't the retro rollerblades.
Yeah, them
classic skates.
Those 1980s hard ass. Them,
we I ain't gonna lie, we gotta fight. We have to fight. Stop it. It's not a roller derby no more. This is now fighter derby and somebody getting beat up.
Yeah, I'm just standing there with my arms out. I'm clotheslining everybody.
Yeah. Literally.
All right. So, and this one, like I said, my brother, he's like, yo, you won't be too long. So I'm trying to cut the warm up there. My brother asshole. All right. But this one, this is all, this next string of stuff is all leading into the final boss of the warm-up. Now, the accuracy in this is ridiculous.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
I don't know who was the person high enough to realize that.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if that one is worse or the one I seen with Steve Harvey and they got him looking like a cheeseburger.
That's what that was?
Like, you seen the cheeseburger kind of going everywhere, viral everywhere?
Yeah.
You said if you squint hard enough, it's supposed to look like Steve Harvey. Now,
okay.
I'm telling you right now, when I first seen the cheeseburger, I didn't even have to squint, and I was just like, that's Steve Harvey. Why y'all playing with me right now? They only got to be disrespectful and start to say my nigga look like a cheeseburger. That's kind of crazy, but I get it because.
Okay, so now I didn't get it, so now that I know I'm gonna go see. That's ridiculous.
That is absolutely crazy. Now you got Jerry Jones, Yoda. I hate the internet. I'm telling you right now.
I hate it. which leads into this. Now I know a lot of football vernacular. I think I'm pretty hip when it comes like to football vernacular.
Most definitely.
But Jerry Jones had me lost on this bullshit.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
I don't know what part of football that you would need to use that term at any point. I have no idea. Zero.
Smiles and what, Jerry? Jerry, what you got going on?
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
I hope there's a low percentage of glory holes.
What's going on at AT&T Stadium right now?
Well, see, not because you got to think about it. He had the thing in the summer where he was talking about dudes' balls, and now we got glory holes.
I want to know what's going on at AT&T Stadium right now. And
we gotta.
Do I got to get the authorities involved?
Yeah, we might have to. I don't know. We might have to get.
I'm just trying to figure out if I got to get the authorities. Who do I have to call? And you got to go to the same list that Vince McMahon is on at this point, because you talking about balls and glory holes. Jerry,
calm, like CTE kicking your ass.
I'm just whooping your ass right now, dog. You need to go sit down somewhere, and I ain't gonna lie, you gotta hire a spokesperson, bro.
That dementia is on his back right now.
Dog, what? The dementia is choking him out right now, bro. We're naked.
Right. So, speaking of glory holes, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw your boy Justin Tucker on there. And apparently, he's Deshaun Watson. Well, I mean, I guess you could say Diddy was the diddler, and then Deshaun Watson was the diddler too, and then Justin Tucker is the diddler returns.
I'm just trying to figure out, when we said, you know how like when scouts share film, right? I don't think this is not what they mean when they say you're supposed to share film. Like, that's not what the scouts mean either.
Yeah.
Well, Cowboy Scouts may mean that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you know, I'm gonna say this, and I'm only gonna tie these two together, and I don't want to tie this together, and I don't mean I'm not doing this to show like admission of guilt or anything like that. But when all of the shit, like when Deshaun Watson got in trouble for, you know, all of his masseuse behavior, had a pretty bad season, right?
Oh shit. Oh shit. I just put two and two together. God damn it. Oh damn. Oh, I lost my breath. Oh shit.
This is the type of journalism you get when you come to Inside the Huddle.
Oh shit. God damn it. Mind blown. Chest expanded because I literally just lost my whole damn. I ain't even. I promise you, I just thought bro was just ass this year. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm thinking like, bro, there's no way that you fell off a cliff this bad. But holy shnikes, Batman.
Yeah. Too many nights in the massage parlors.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Y'all, at this point, stop getting massages, bro.
But my thing is, I did research. Because I want to see why. Do you see some of the advertisements for these places?
Absolutely.
So I'm confused on how you can say somebody inappropriately touched you when you're displaying your advertisements like that. And I'm not going to say like that because I'm not trying to get us kicked off of YouTube, but you, and I'm not, see, name like I'm like, oh, you're victim blaming and all that. If you advertise for that type of behavior, what do you think you're going to get? And why wouldn't you, before the session starts, let the patient understand this ain't what it is?
I think the biggest thing here is, and just everybody listen closely when I say this, okay? Leave that stigma that you heard on fucking social media or you seen on TV. Let it die, bro. Let it die, dog. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have
Which
to
one?
go super detail. The stigma that every single massage parlor is going to give you some way, shape, or form of a happy ending.
No, but that's why I asked if you looked at the advertisement.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the reason. And trust me, Mel, you know, you're in Vegas, right? I'm in California. You know, we got LA, we got, you know, the Bay Area, we got massage parlors, we got, you know, the more provocative ones that, you know, provide extra service. Trust me, I get it. But this is the reason why I said it, is because a lot of people, they hear that or they see it on social media or they see it on TV and they think that's every single one, even if they're advertised as like women wearing more skimpy clothing because, of course, they're attracting male suitors, right? A lot of them think, oh, I see skimpy clothing, I'm going to assume that that's what they're getting down to. And I'm telling you, read the fine print. That's all I'm saying, fellas.
But even if you didn't,
read the fine print.
Even if you didn't, shouldn't the masseuse, if you are a female masseuse and you have a male client, and even if you are a male masseuse with a female client, wouldn't you be like, hey, before we even go and get this popping, this is a massage only space.
True. And trust me, Mel, and that's the reason why I'm saying read the fine print, because the fine print is there for your ass for you not to get a goddamn lawsuit. That's the reason why I'm saying read the fine print, because there's a lot of people, male and female, right? They for surely be like, hey, I'm only here to give you a massage. I know what I look like. I know how I look. You know, you got the buff niggas and shit like that, all the tattoos and I know how it looks, but this is strictly a massage. And then the woman gets to cuffing and grabbing shit. You know, like it happens on both sides. That's what I'm telling fellas, women, read the fine print.
I need all the male masseuses,
body language.
All you male masseuses, I need y'all to start filing lawsuits on these bitches, because
they do.
Men
don't hear about it because it's not
right. Because men, stand up for yourself. You are not a piece of meat.
Yeah, they do. I hear about this shit and read about this shit all the time.
Because they don't talk about those predators.
And of course they never do, because it's women and you know how the world works now. So you never do. But yeah, no, this happens a lot on both sides of the ball. And that's the reason why I'm saying a lot of the times I get how it's advertised, but read the fine print, because it's going to save your ass from a lawsuit like this, because you went in there thinking it was one thing and you wasn't listening. You didn't read the fine print, because they do explain that a lot of motherfuckers, they see titties, they see, you know what I'm saying? And they check all the way the fuck out. So I'm just, y'all got to pay attention to where you at, read body languages, social cues, and read that goddamn fine print, because you do not want to be in a situation of a Deshaun Watson, of a Justin Tucker, of a freaking Christy Williams. You don't want to be in these situations, because they getting hit for chicken right now. Okay, the whole
because you got to think. Remember, the whole thing with Deshaun Watson was he like, you know, the masseuse played with his little booty hole, his little leather Cheerio.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guess that's what got Justin Tucker, because his leather Cheerio was tight all season long. He was kicking shit sideways.
Right here. That's what that means. It's right here. Tight sphincter. That's what my coach used to say.
Yep. Whole bad season. Because the crazy how I found out about it, it was by accident. I didn't even know nothing about it really. And then I saw that they was like, oh, the Browns are trading Deshaun Watson to the Ravens. And I was like, the fuck they doing? Why would they even do some silly shit like that? And then I started seeing all the Justin Tucker shit, and I was like, oh, 2 and 2. I got it.
I was like, okay. Birds of a feather. That makes sense. Get what I did there.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Let's get to this NFC and AFC championship game. Bullshit.
We ain't got tomorrow. We got now. We ain't got next. We got now. We ain't coming no more.
Just know when you on this goal side, we turned up the whole game, bro. We finna be live, we finna be popping it. I don't know how you got this camera and this helmet, but I like it. Let's go.
All right.
I swear, Sean Barkley is the best. We survived the Giants, and now the Eagles got Sean Barkley. Lord have mercy.
I don't know who the fuck Sean Barkley is, but he wanted no parts of Sean Barkley.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go on mute because, oh my God. When I tell you, I've been laughing at that clip for the past 3 days. Man.
Well, that's why I was like, who the fuck is Sean Barkley?
Hey, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Who Sean Barkley is, bro. I don't know who he is, dog, but bro has to be a problem.
There was a
has to be a problem.
I know I saved it.
That nigga said Sean Barkley.
Damn. There was this comedian dude that did.
Oh shoot, he was dead ass serious too. Like that was really his name. Like, yep.
Dead serious.
We got to beware of Sean Barkley, man. Bad boy. Oh my gosh.
Did I send it to you? Who did I send that goddamn video to? Because now I can't find it. Because there was some great what, damn it. See, now I hate when I was looking for everything. I lose my mind. Washington Commanders. Y'all gotta hold on, because this was funny. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it.
While Mel is looking, I'm gonna go ahead and talk shit about a certain event that wasn't even really talked about or advertised for like that. Unless we plan on getting to it later. I don't think we plan on getting to it later. But the Pro Bowl.
You can touch on that real quick because I was gonna get to it, but you can highlight that right now.
Why the fuck didn't y'all let anybody know what was happening, bro? Like I'm sitting here scrolling up Instagram this morning, and I'm seeing all the highlights and shit from the Pro Bowl. And I'm like, wait, when the fuck did the Pro Bowl happen? Is this shit from last year? Nah, it's shit from this year because the shit started last night, and now we don't get nothing until the goddamn flag game on Sunday. And I'm like, nigga, this is the reason why nobody watched the fucking Pro Bowl, because didn't nobody know the shit was on. Why the fuck y'all didn't tell nobody? Shit, I could have made an announcement or something. I freaking watch ESPN all goddamn day. Freaking follow all the ESPN accounts, and I ain't got shit about the Pro Bowl. Like, now y'all wonder why this shit go. Man, I wanted to watch that shit too, bro. Like, I was upset.
It was all right. I mean, I like the stuff that they do. I still don't like I prefer it to go back to the old format.
You talking about the old format where it was like the skill games and the
Yeah.
throw off and the speed and the 40 race and shit?
Yep.
That's what I want for the Pro Bowl to go back to. Like
the fastest man, the strongest arm, all that shit.
Fastest man, strongest arm. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, bro. Like that Pro Bowl had this shit in Hawaii. Like that Pro Bowl, that shit is fun. That shit is dope to watch. Like even without the game, You know what I'm saying? The final game after. If y'all want to keep the shit flag football, I really don't give a shit. But like, just give us a product that we can watch and we can look forward to watching. Shit, like we definitely will look forward to seeing who got the strongest arm in the NFL.
Yeah, because everybody love to talk about who got the strongest arm, but we can put it on paper. We can see it now.
We can really see. You know what I mean? Who's the fastest? Like, who's truly the fastest? Everybody want to talk about, oh, Tyreek ran 25 miles per hour. Oh, Devon Achane, oh, this person. Nick, who's really the fastest, bro? Let's race. Shoot, motherfuckers always talking about racing and, oh, get on the track, get your spikes, and how, oh, this person ran a 10.5 in high school and this person ran a 9. Nigga, let's race, bro. Get the spikes, get on the goddamn track strip, and let's get this money.
I can't find it. This dude did a song, and he rewrote it, and it was Confessions. But he wrote it, he said, "These are my commanders."
You did send that to me. I gotta find it.
Like, I can't find that shit. That shit was funny. But then there was another dude who did one for the Eagles. Put that on there. Don't mind us. This is some shit.
I'm pretty sure you sent it to me.
I sent it to somebody. I don't know who I sent it to.
I be doing that shit all the time, bro. I fucking see some shit and then I send it
because I know I'm gonna forget it. So I send it to somebody who's gonna remember for me.
Thank you. That's the same motive. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm gonna forget this, or it's gonna like the next time I open the app, it's not gonna be here. So I gotta send it out just so I can have it. And then I forget who I sent it to.
That's exactly what I did.
Every damn time, too. And the thing, and then let me give you a little breakdown. Let me give you a little breakdown of the madness that is inside the huddle a little bit. You feel me? Me and Mel send each other so much shit.
Way so much. We send a lot
during the week. So like it's hard to lose something in the crowd. So like y'all see why the doc be so intricate, because we be sending each other all kind of crazy shit throughout the fucking week. And see, this is why we lose shit.
This is exactly why we lose shit. All right, this is the Eagles one right here. This one. Oh. Yeah, the production on that is crazy. Y'all, they really this, and I just want everybody to understand. All you Eagle fans, fuck all y'all.
I'm not.
Y'all are the most insufferable motherfuckers on the planet.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I feel, because like the Eagles ain't in my division, so like I don't have to deal with the bullshit that they're constantly putting up. But I just know for like divisional rivals and just for like anybody who like consistently plays the Eagles or has to see the Eagles or motherfuckers who live in Philadelphia and ain't no Eagle fans, I just know that shit sucks, bro. Eagle fans are relentless.
They are.
Like they are relentless, dog.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna find it because I know who did post it. Hold on. I know what I should have did. Where is this motherfucker at? There you go. Nope, that is the wrong one. That one. All right.
The question I have with Eagle fans is, why do y'all destroy the city, though?
Yeah, here we go.
Why do y'all destroy y'all city?
Because they're stupid.
Why is it that the city got to suffer the most and shit?
Because they don't know how to fucking appreciate shit.
Like y'all can't just win and turn up in the streets and have like a hella sideshows and music playing and all kind of shit. Like, why y'all got to destroy shit?
They can't. We're gonna get to the game in a minute, but I got ADD. Once I lock in on something, I gotta get it.
Same.
So don't hate me right now. This is,
and like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like amongst the celebration, you know, Tragic did strike. The young man climbed up on the light pole and then fell off. But at the same time,
climbing up on a fucking light pole anyway.
This is the reason why Black parents are important, okay? Because a black parent would have told you to get your dumb ass down. All right, they would have threw something at you, and you would have got your ass down, and then you would have got a whooping. Okay, that's exactly what should have happened because your ass shouldn't have been up there. Okay, I know this sounds like victim blaming, but I'm just saying you got your ass up there, you wouldn't have motherfucking failed.
Right. All right. I got it. So I'm gonna load it up right now. But this is the one that did it for me. And like I said, between Washington and the Raiders, it's been bad.
Well, I mean, Washington, after the season they had last year, and then you turn around, you draft you draft a franchise quarterback, you bring in some other pieces on defense. It's easy to see what, new management, obviously new ownership, and a young, franchise quarterback will do for a program. And they came up short in the NFC Championship, but hey, most how many teams can say that they go out and they hit a home run on the first swing? True.
Still don't make me feel good though.
Yeah, that's true. I understand. Nobody ever likes losing, but I mean, the future is bright, and you don't really hit on first round draft picks often, especially quarterbacks. So the fact that y'all got one, hey, I like it. They're gonna be there for years to come. I don't think that they're flu type shit. Like the Commanders are gonna be formidable 4 years to come.
All right, so we can do that, and then we have this right here. Oh, see, that was the problem. Okay, hold on. Told you gotta bear with me on this one, because all right, here we go. Here we go.
Win, lose, or draw, you're my squad. But I gotta get something off my chest. What's this? These are my commanders. Just when I thought we was going all the way, we got belt the ass when we went up to play Philly. These are my commanders. Man, I'm blown and I don't know what to do. And I talked a lot of stuff too. Ain't my commanders. I don't wanna hear it, don't nobody talk at all. Hamlin cried when he fumbled that ball. I'm so blown, I don't know what to do but to keep on rooting for my commander. It's gonna be the hardest day that I'm gonna have to go through. Commanders lost and now Will Smith online, he posting trolling you. All that hope we had, I thought we was gonna win it, yeah. All bets in, now we out here playing like the old Redskins. When Saquon first ran that ball, I knew. Second thing is that we really beat ourselves, and that is true. Third thing is me wishing that we didn't have to go through this. Cause 23 to 55, man, I feel so disrespected. Commander, just when I thought we was going all the way, we got belt the ass when we went up to play Philly. These are my commanders. Man, I'm blown and I don't know what to do. And I talked a lot of stuff too for the commander. I don't wanna hear it, don't nobody talk at all. Family cried when he fumbled that ball. I'm so blown, I don't know what to do but to keep on rooting for my commander.
The dedication. I had to put, and that's all because the dedication to it is why I felt I had to do. That's why I went through all the shit that I went through to play this.
Creative as hell, bro. I can't stand it. I swear I can't, but I love it because why are these niggas so intricate in the details and everything? I'm like, bro, what is? Oh my gosh, the thought, the details that go into it, the creativity, bro. Like,
yeah, that's why it's like, look, it's got to be. We got to promote that.
I love it.
Now, let's get to the real shit.
Philadelphia just cock-fucked the commies. Holy shit. Belt-to-ass game of the year. I haven't seen ground and pound this dominant since my state banned the hub. Saquon Barkley whipped out his balls and dragged them across Washington's D all night. The Eagles forced 55 fucking points and 7 rushing tutties unconsensually down Washington's throat. And the Commanders were fumbling more balls than P. Diddy elbows deep in 1,000 bottles of baby oil. The New York Giants really chose to pay Daniel fucking Jones $40 million per year than Saquon Barkley $13 million. What in the drunk shit? Speaking of being drunk, Frankie Louvu was 100% playing intoxicated in that second half. Now that the Eagles have won, the NFC Poly market gives them a 45% chance to win the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs in 2 weeks. Fuck okay, now I've got to sit down and watch another Chiefs playoff game. Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady are two devils keeping us in the same hell. Anyways, if you want quick NFL recaps like this next season, fucking follow me at Poly Market Sports right now, Pookie.
Okay. Now, this game was some bullshit, really, because one, Washington beat themselves. They beat themselves. I know the score looks crazy, but it really wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
Go ahead. You beat yourself.
Now go ahead. Do you think?
Okay. They had 2 drives where they actually were drives and scored touchdowns. And the first one was just really one play. Like, it was just a Saquon run, and that was it. And everything else, they had short fields because of the turnovers. And their drives would have been cut short if it wasn't for a bunch of bullshit calls by the refs. Like, I thought the Chiefs got some shitty calls, but that fucking Eagles game was ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. So, I mean, to watch Devontae Smith drop a pass and then look and then throw the flag for pass interference is diabolical.
That shit here will forever irritate me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Like, bothers the hell out of me. And the tush push, I don't like it. I hate it. I think they should ban that play. It's so ridiculous to me.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Because I don't understand, because it's weird. Because if a running back is running into a pile and then his momentum stops, the ref blow the whistle, plays dead. But then if he's running and if he stops it and then there's a big pile, offensive linemen can run into the back of him and push him forward, but his momentum was stopped, but they won't blow the whistle. And then where are they supposed to spot the ball for Jalen Hurts if he never touches the ground on a tush push?
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love this. I love this because I get to put my coaching hat on and let them get to do that every day. You know? So this is how you stop the tush push. Okay. And I'm disappointed.
I got an idea too. So I'm glad we're both there because I said the exact same thing.
You know,
so let me adjust.
I get to put the coaches. I don't get to do that every day. So
let me see if you like mine. Go ahead.
We had a team in high school that had a lot of big guys, right? And whenever they would get in the goal line, they like to go heavy. And they would execute their form of the tush push. Now, we had 2 methods on how to stop this, but I'm only going to give you guys one. The first method is we would, of course, load up the box, right? But a lot of the times, coaches miss this point, and it comes down to simple rugby, bro. Create a pile. Create a fucking pile, right? And what I mean create a pile is obviously the linemen are going to try to fire off and go forward, right, and then go down. That is how the tush push it is. They're taught to fire out forward and then go down because they want to give the quarterback that little bit of hole to push through, right? But if you stop that momentum before they're able to go forward and then down, if you stop them forward before they go forward, all that shit is done. I'm telling you, it worked every single time. Chop the center at his bow. He's done. Create a pile from the start. Boom. Center goes down. The tackle and the guard, boom, chop them. They go down. Okay? As they go down, the quarterback is automatically, his momentum is taking him down with the center because he's just going to lean with the center. That's how they sneak. That's the point of a fucking tush push. The linebacker goes down with him. You're going to meet him right there. There's no yards to be going. Boom, linebacker, bow. Other linebacker, bow. Safety, bow. Everybody is meeting him at that level because the pile is started with the center. Now you guys are just climbing on top of the center, so he can't sit up here and crawl under the, oh shit. Look. Nah, ain't none of that shit, bro. You're stopped right where you started because I started the pile right there.
Okay. I like that one. I do. I didn't think about it like that either. I said, okay, if the center is the main conduit to all of this, I'm going to take both my nose tackles. I'm going to tell him, split his body in half. He can't move two people. Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it. So then you got two on the center, and then you get your ends. And what I'm telling my ends is I want you to angle your body inside. Because what I want to happen is when the center tries to take on those two, is going to create a little gap. Just a little bit. Not a big gap. It's going to create a decent sized gap. Each one of you niggas grab the quarterback's arm. Each one of y'all. Because once he takes the snap, he's going to lean forward. When he leans forward, you reach in, split his ass in half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Either the ball going to come out or he going to turn into a straight bitch. Something is going to happen. I am going to make you hate this play.
Yeah, no, the ball's coming out or he's getting crucified. That's quite literally how that works.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite literally how that works. And just it even with Josh Allen, trust me, it works every single time. Try to step out and take that step to the side. Because then guess what? Like I said, it's not just the nose guard that's going to create a pile. He now has to step over bodies. He can't go through bodies. He has to now step over bodies. And when he's stepping over a body, the DN, he's already crashed. The outside linebacker, he's already crashed. The tackle and the guard are already on the ground because they've already created that pile. Now they already think, and this is the reason why it works, is because the offensive lineman thinks they've won. So now they're just going to lay on the defender. No. That defeats the purpose of your play. Now I can have my linebacker, boom, come fill. Now I can have my strong safety, boom, come fill. Now I can have another linebacker, boom, come fill. My nickel, boom, come fill. My other safety, boom, come fill. That is how that works. So even if he thinks, oh, I'm just going to bounce out and go this way, and then my receiver, no, because you're going to get stoned by a linebacker because your tackle or your guard, he's already on the ground, dog. He's already on the ground. This is how the Chiefs made it look like they stopped them on that fourth down play. Because if you look at it, every single Bills offensive lineman is on the ground. They're stoned. They can't go anywhere. Because
he still picked up 2 yards. I don't care.
He still picked up 2 yards because he's big as hell. Because they didn't even fucking run it right. If they execute that right, it TFL every time. Every time TFL. Promise you. Because somebody's going to be in the back.
Yeah, so I don't know. They got to figure out a way because one, I'm not trying to get defensive linemen hurt and all that other shit. But back to
and this right here, Dre just said it. The only time they been safe for running that play is when he jumped over and he fumbled.
Yep.
You can only go so many places, and when you try to risk too much, you're gonna make a mistake. That's how that works.
And then James Jones is an idiot. Because he said that basically there's going to be a theme to this moving forward too so James Jones was saying that he's getting carried, that Jalen Hurts is getting carried and he's not playing well, and that the wide receivers aren't getting the touches that they need to be successful, yada, 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 yada. And basically that Jalen Hurts isn't a good quarterback. And we live in this space because if a quarterback isn't throwing for 300 to 400 yards, everybody thinks that he's not doing his job. And I hate that because what are the receivers are supposed to do when you have a running back who's running the way Saquon Barkley is running?
I just want to know when I can cook this.
So, am I supposed to stop giving Saquon the ball to throw the ball to Devontae Smith and to AJ Brown? You may go, sir.
This is the dumbest shit ever, bro. And I'm so glad you brought this up because I seen this earlier today, and the shit that people say is fucking crazy. So people mean to tell me that in order for Jalen Hurts to shine, you want them to not give the ball to the weapons that they acquired in order to make him shine. That doesn't make any sense. And then people like to say, oh, well, the receivers are upset because they're not getting enough touches, and he's getting carried. Well, he can't be not getting his receivers touches and still be getting carried by those same receivers. Oh, well, it's not the receivers he's getting carried by, it's Saquon Barkley. So you mean to tell me that in order to prove some kind of stupid-ass, dumbass point, you want to take the ball out of a 2,000-yard rushing back and put it in the hands of a quarterback just so he can throw? I don't understand. And I always ask this question, man. I always ask this question. What's the definition of a good quarterback?
You asking Melvin?
I always ask. It just whenever somebody say, "Oh, they're not a good quarterback," or they compare him to this person, they compare him to that person, because I got into this argument on Instagram a few years ago when they tried.
We're gonna get into it again. We're gonna get into it in the third quarter.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they tried to do the same thing with Patrick Mahomes, right? And they were trying to say, "Oh well, he only threw for so on and so many yards and this many interceptions in the last game, and that's why he's not good." I said, so just like Patrick Mahomes did, and you mean the game before that? Because if we're gonna sit up here and that, y'all can't y'all keep doing that, bro.
Keep that energy, because we're gonna get there. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't keep doing that, bro. I'm gonna cook y'all, bro. Like we gonna get to y'all later, but y'all gotta stop doing that, bro. Because y'all logic don't make it
because you're not consistent with your logic. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You only use it on people that you don't like. That's the problem. That's the problem. If you have a standard, the standard is the standard, and you apply it across the board to every single person that you're talking about. If you're asking Melvin, what is the ultimate stat for a quarterback? Wins.
Boom.
Does he win?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you win by throwing 200 yards or 400 yards. Did the team win? That's why we had the conversation about game managers.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're throwing the ball for 500 yards or you have to hand it off and then throw the ball for 160 yards, you're managing the tempo of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's all game management. It's all game management. And trust me, Tom Brady would give up every single yard that he threw for against the Eagles when he threw for 500 yards and lost the fucking Super Bowl.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many yards you throw for. It doesn't matter how many yards you run for. It doesn't matter how many receiving yards you have. If it doesn't equate to W's, it did not matter.
Be a 5,000-yard passer and have no wins.
Yeah. We're going to get to Joe Burrow too.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get to him
because the same narrative applied to Matthew Stafford a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's right. Third quarter, the doc is crazy. We're gonna power through it. I know we hit that little bump in the middle, and I apologize. But from here on out, it's all gas, no brakes.
So I mean, like, yeah, we'll get to it. Just a second.
So with this game, like I said, at the end of the day, I still think Washington is ahead of schedule anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm upset, but I'm not upset. I think this is just the beginning of what's to come with Washington. I'm hearing a lot of rumbles going through about possible things that Washington can do to better the team for next season. Mm-hmm. If they pull the trigger and they get the trade and they bring Malik Neighbors to Washington next year, I don't know. NFC East going to be a problem.
Oh, they're going to be disgusting. When it comes to Washington, it's only a few things, right? I mean, like I said, not every team can, strike gold and acquire a top pick from, an SEC team, because we know a lot of the people try to put narratives on SEC quarterbacks, especially SEC quarterbacks that are quote unquote built
Trash.
like built like Jaden Daniels and stuff like that. Because well, he's a runner and he's too small and this and that, and all the just the narratives and shit like that. So
Well, if we're gonna keep it a buck, he's a Pac-12 quarterback.
See, there you go. Do you remember the narrative on Pac-12 quarterbacks, right? Shoot, well, they're too soft. They can't play in this. They can't play in this conference. Oh, they can't play in the NFL. You know how that shit goes. All that stupid ass narrative. So it's just when it comes to the Commanders, like I said, they don't think this is a one-off. Like I know a lot of people think a lot of times that these teams get there and then it's a fluke and they were just only good because injuries. No, bro, don't think this is a one-off, dog. They are here. They're here to stay, bro. With that offense. And I'm telling you, with that defense, only going to get better. They're scary, bro.
And they already, and they got a bunch of money to play with in the salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So do the Eagles. The Eagles have a bunch of money to play with during the salary cap as well, which is crazy that with that team, the amount of money that they have, I think they have something like $85 million, which is crazy for a team that's going to the Super Bowl to have.
Literally. So
it to see these playoff teams and these Super Bowl teams seeing what they add, because even though I hate the fact that he even said this, but even Devontae Adams was talking about going to Washington.
Yep.
Because
pay a lot of bread for that 17.
Yeah, because Terry McLaurin was like, I'm not giving them 17.
You have to pay a lot of bread for that 17, or I'd change that number, dog.
So, so there's that. Like I said, shout out to the Eagles. They've been the best team in the NFC all season. So this isn't a surprise at all. I just need them to keep it up for one more game, and we'll be good.
Just one more. That's it.
Just one more. All right, next up.
The refs have once again given Patrick Mahomes another fucking win. Holy shit.
I'm going to kill myself.
Only against the Chiefs is this not a first down. On the 5-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, men's mental health has once again been put to the test. Patrick Mahomes is just Tom Brady all over again. It's the same hell with a different devil. Oh no, what is happening? I'm fading away. Goodbye, NFL. I'll see you next year, Pookie.
Yeah. Now this game was some bullshit. Like okay. Now it's bullshit. I don't understand it.
Game was some bullshit.
By Worthy. Oh my gosh, there's so much on this play right here.
I'm so fucking tired of this shit.
Now, I know we all struggle with what's a catch and what's not a catch. But what I can tell you is that was not a catch.
Nope.
I don't understand how the entire football can touch the ground with nothing. Because don't they always say he got a hand underneath it? Does he have this? There was nothing. There was just grass underneath that. How is that even? And the crazy thing about it is, if you look at the ref in the background, he signaled first down right away. He didn't wait to look. He was just like, "Oh, first down." Like the Josh Allen 4th down conversion, just the phantom penalties, the penalty that did not happen at the end of the game. Like, there was a flag that was thrown. There was a flag. But we don't know if it was holding. We don't know if it was pass interference. We don't know nothing because it just disappeared.
Picked it up. That's what they said.
They picked it up.
That's what they said. Picked it up.
We just picking up flags.
I said, for what? But for what though? Because normally they give us a call. Normally they give us an explanation. For
Right.
what? What was? There's no flag for the nut.
So we don't get explanation about it. We just go no. We just gonna pick it up. Now I can't do this with the Chiefs no more. I can't. Like breaking down the Chiefs game always makes you feel like you're a hater or there's some conspiracy theory going about. Like one, okay, I don't believe the NFL is rigged. That's number one. Number two, I do think that the refs that are reffing the Kansas City Chiefs games are fucking retarded. 100%. Because there's no way every game that they play, there are 2 to 3 calls that are absolutely ridiculous. And then there are like 2 other plays that you just look at like, if anybody else does that, it doesn't happen that way.
I can't stand. I hate him. I hate him so much, bro. I hate him so much. I can't stand him. I can't stand the Chiefs, bro. I hate them so much.
Yeah, it's just and people are like, oh well, you just hating and you don't want to, it's the whole LeBron. You don't want to see greatness. It's like it's not that I don't want to see greatness. It's that when it looks suspect, how can I appreciate it? And maybe I'm looking through, the eyes of someone who does. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So maybe that's what it is. But I'm still a football fan. And this is taken away from my enjoyment of football. Because I don't like Josh Allen either.
I just don't. I get tired of seeing the same bullshit every single damn year, every single game. Patrick Mahomes flopping and flailing.
They do have to in this offseason, they must watch enough film and come up with a rule that if you pull up on the sidelines and you get hit, you just got hit, dog.
Yeah, it's not a penalty. You just got hit, bro.
You just got hit. And if you show signs that you are intentionally trying to draw a flag, that's 15. That's 15 on you.
Yeah, 15 on you, bro. They have to make that or come up with that rule because this is starting to get ridiculous.
Yeah,
this game was annoying for plenty of reasons, and I don't know if every single ref was drinking the same fucking dumbass juice because in the semi-pro game that I played the day before the championship game, literally, bro, basically same concept, same play, dog. It was a freaking toss-up in the end zone. DB receiver came down with the ball at the same time, but not really at the same time. The receiver had initially had the ball. The DB came in and snatched the ball out of his hands midair and rolled out and had the ball in his hands, right? So, like, before they even landed to the ground, my teammate already had the ball in his hand. They called that shit touchdown. I was ridiculous. Like, okay. And then I seen that shit the next day. I'm like, oh, so everybody was just drinking the same dumbass juice. Okay, man, that just makes sense to me. So it's just I get tired. I said this on Sunday after the game. I was like, bro, the Chiefs sure do know how to ruin a good fucking.
Yeah, and now I got 2 fan bases that I can't stand again in the Super Bowl. Because the last time these 2 teams played, it was irritating. It was unbearable. So we here now. We here. We're gonna get to our predictions later. But also, and then the refs for the Washington game, I totally forgot. They must really don't like Marshawn Lattimore. I mean, I don't like Marshawn Lattimore either. But normally, when you get your helmet ripped off, you're not the dude that should get the flag. But
I don't know what the refs been on this year with those particular situations. But yeah, they got to get their shit together because with CJ Gardner-Johnson getting his helmet ripped off and basically getting punched on in the middle of the game, and then he gets
he deserved it.
You feel me? I don't know what he said.
I don't know what he said either. I just don't like him.
I don't care either. I don't like him either. You feel me? For a nigga who talks so much, you're not that.
And he talk too much to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said. That's why I literally just said. For a nigga who talks so much, you're really not that good. But like it's just I've seen that a lot. Like players who have not been the aggressor per se getting penalized, and I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
Like, what are you looking at?
Man, like I thought that the person who's not the aggressor was supposed to be the one that was getting applauded, and oh yeah, look how he turns. Like, nah, y'all flagging. What? Wait a minute, y'all gotta get y'all shit together, bro. That has to be me.
So now I'm gonna light some shit up. Let's go.
Hello. Number 2, but number 1 in your heart. I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared. I just think.
Okay. Let's start off with this dummy.
Can we not get too lenient with this Hall of Fame thing? I think Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame talent. Matthew Stafford is probably a top 3 quarterback since the turn of the century as it pertains to talent exclusively. I would probably say Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford. Exclusive quarterback talent. If you want to throw in Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, sure. But resume? That's bad math. There's no way to me for the conversation when it comes up to Matthew Stafford, career losing record, Matthew Stafford, no All-Pros, Shady. You know you talk about people who ain't got no All-Pros. 16 years in the league, no All-Pros, not first team nor second team. Matthew Stafford, only 2 Pro Bowls. Matthew Stafford, no Super Bowl MVP. There's no way in my mind, Shady, that we can move the barometer for Hall of Fame so low that we would let somebody that has no All-Pros into the Hall of Fame.
See, I love these conversations. I love them because you can tell when people just get on. They just get on there and they just start running their fucking mouth. They start running their goddamn mouth. Because I bet you $1,000 if I ask him if Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Famer, he'll say yes.
You fucking right, he gonna say yes.
You know who don't got no All-Pros? You know who don't got you know who won 2 Super Bowls and don't got a Super Bowl MVP?
And don't got one. No regular season MVPs.
Yeah. So this is why it's stupid. Like, you can't just say, oh, well, you don't have this. Like, I get getting into the Hall of Fame is based off your individual career, and I do know team success adds into it. But Matthew Stafford is top 10 in every statistical category for a quarterback.
Like right now, while he's still playing. And he has a Super Bowl. And he's the only quarterback in NFL history outside of, I forgot the dude that played quarterback. I think it might have been Bart Starr, who played for the Packers. He has multiple Triple Crown receivers in his career. Cooper Kupp, Calvin Johnson. I just don't understand. Like, first of all, and unless you get a vote, please stop talking. Because y'all clearly don't understand what Hall of Fame is.
No, see, wins count. I'm not saying wins don't count. But when we're talking, if that was the case, then why is Calvin Johnson in the Hall of Fame?
Was he not on that Detroit Lions team?
He was on that Detroit Lions team.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers who are in the Hall of Fame that weren't on good teams.
That weren't on good teams at all.
Like, the Hall of Fame is like, that's a celebration of you as a player, what you did in your career.
Your career.
Yeah, Stafford's the quarterback. Was John Elway a Hall of Famer before he lost his before he won that Super Bowl late in his career?
On the back of Terrell Davis twice.
Mm-hmm. Like, we can't do that. That's the case. Then
did y'all forget that John Elway made it to the Super Bowl 5 times and only won 2?
Like, we don't. Yes, wins count. Wins. Okay, I know. I agree. But you have other things to offset that as well. Like I said, he is top 10 in every category for quarterbacks. Okay? He does. He's the only, like I said, the only modern quarterback to have 2 Triple Crown winners at wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Him. Not Aaron Rodgers don't even have a Triple Crown wide receiver. Tom Brady don't have one. Peyton don't have one. Like none of the quarterbacks that you have in your top 5 have that. And he has 2 of them. 2. Not 1, 2. Like he may not have the stuff on the left side of the paper, but he got shit on the right side that don't nobody else have.
Yeah, when you got certain accolades, I feel like hold weight.
Because you know what's crazy? Because people you don't look at it properly in the sense of they say, well, he doesn't have any all pros. Well, when he was in the NFC, do you know who the quarterbacks were?
Thank you.
Like, do you know who was playing quarterback at that time? Like, it's not like it's only 2 motherfuckers get put like this. Rich Gannon has an all-pro.
And an MVP.
Are we going to say Rich Gannon is better than Matthew Stafford? No. Is Rich Gannon a Hall of Famer because he has an all-pro? No. So, like, that's just a small piece, and I get it. Like, Peyton Manning has way more MVPs than Tom Brady. Did anybody? Aaron Rodgers has way more MVPs than Tom Brady. But y'all still think that Tom Brady's the fucking GOAT?
Yep.
So we have to understand, like, everything plays a part in it. You just can't. And I'm not saying that Matthew Stafford is a GOAT. I'm saying he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, and Joe Burrow is ass. I'm gonna get to Joe Burrow in a second. You ahead of the curve. That's what happens when you come here enough like you do. You get to things before everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Inside exclusives and whatnot.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's coming. He's coming up next. But you can't to say he's a Hall of Fame talent, but he doesn't have a Hall of Fame career. He does have a Hall of Fame career. He did win a Super Bowl. He's got 2 Triple Crown wide receivers. Statistically, he's one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Yep.
Like, outside of winning a league MVP, I don't know what else you want him to do.
Which, let's not act like he hasn't gotten nods for it.
Yeah, like, put it like this.
Act like he's just not in the conversation at all.
The crazy thing about it was the knock on him was that he played in Detroit and that he didn't win. But then the second he got to the Rams, it was, well, if he wins a Super Bowl, and then he won a Super Bowl.
Yep. If he wins a Super Bowl, then, oh my God, the narrative changes about Matthew Stafford. That's literally quite verbatim what y'all said.
So he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Then you get Shady. Shady always talking crazy. So
true.
He says Saquon Barkley is an all-time great running back. No, he's not. I don't know what scale you using to put Saquon Barkley as an all-time great running back. That's a no. If you want to say he has the attributes of one of the all-time great probably like of a great running back, like if he was going to build a running back, Saquon's frame, his attributes, strength, speed, all those things, you would definitely want those things. But as far as how his career is right now, that's a dub. That's a no. That's a hell no.
Like I said, I think we annoy people too quick.
We do it too quick. Roger Craig is not in the Hall of Fame.
The Roger Craig, by the way.
Like, I don't I don't know if he was the first. I'm pretty sure he was the first running back to do it. But he ran for 1,000 yards and had 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. In the 80s. in the 80s and should have been Super Bowl MVP in 1985.
For sure. For sure. Sorry, Joe. Or no, sorry, Joe.
Like, how was that? No, it was Saquon's been hurt. Like, he's been hurt. He just been hurt. That's all. It's just injuries are a part of the game. Like,
especially at that position.
Yeah, like injuries are a part of the game. I'm not saying he's not going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying if Saquon Barkley stopped playing today, he is not a Hall of Famer.
I think, is he an all-time great right now? No, because I can think of at least 10 running backs that I would take over Saquon Barkley today. Can he be? Because when I think of all-time greats, you got to at least be top 10 all time. At least top 10 all time.
And he's not a top 10 running back all time.
He's not top 10 all time. Can he be? Absolutely. If he
can he be? 100%.
If he keeps on the tier that he's on, right, and stays healthy. But right now, no. Y'all got to stop trying to anoint motherfuckers who ain't even finished their career yet. Can he finish his career out?
Yeah, because after Chris Johnson ran for 2K, what was everybody telling him? Oh, man, look what he going to do. He ain't never been the same since.
Never the same since.
Didn't Jamal Williams run for 2,000? Jamal Lewis run for 2,000 yards?
Yep.
What happened to him after that?
Never the same since.
Like, so we can't just start thrusting people because they had a dope season. Let's enjoy the dope season and then see what happens after this, because he does have an injury history.
Yep. We do it. They do it every single time with these running backs, dog. Every single time. Arian Foster, Todd Gurley, Melvin Gordon, Darren McFadden. Like they do with everybody, dog. Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy. I can keep going.
Yeah, like allow this shit to just happen. Like let it happen. It's not.
Oh, you gotta wait until after football season for our top 5 list. We're not going to give y'all free content like that.
We just did the top 5 a month ago. But if we're gonna do the top 5, because we got next week.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
was Eddie Lacy not one of the top running backs in the league at one point in time?
Yes, he was.
Before he came back 300 pounds.
Yeah, before he got fat, that he ran for 1,400 yards, like 18 touchdowns.
Like the man was. He had Green Bay's backfield for sure like that.
He was the backfield, totally. Like he
quite literally before he started. Yeah, before he got addicted to McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that's it. But
leave the buffet line alone.
Yeah, like there was we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But you know what I'm saying? So let's give it time. Let's give him the grace to be. Let's just enjoy him for what he is and what he's doing right now.
Yes. Because
you know what I'm saying? And just allow it to happen. If he continues on this tear, that would be dope. It would be dope.
He's a great player for sure. But legendary players, the reason why Dion is so vocal about the Hall of Fame is because it's not called the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah, it's not the Hall of Very Good, man. It's not. You just can't just say everybody's a Hall of Famer, because if everybody's a Hall of Famer, then everybody's mediocre. So then what does it mean?
Mm-hmm. Very good. Don't qualify for the
thing. He needs one more season. They're going to know he needs more than one more season.
I say he got to be at. See, y'all gonna make the look at it.
See, we're gonna do it. I see one more season. Saquon Barkley. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right now. Saquon Barkley right now is 65th in rushing.
Is 7,000 yards total.
He has less rushing yards than Michael Turner, Jonathan Stewart. He has less rushing yards than Joe Mixon, Jamal Charles, Terrell Davis, Chris Warren, James Brooks, Garrison Hurst, Stephen Davis, Freeman McNeil, Larry Zonka, D'Angelo Williams, Mark Ingram, Maurice Jones-Drew, Priest Holmes, Gerald Riggs, Roger Craig, who I mentioned, Herschel Walker, Ernest Binder, Willis McGahee, Jim Taylor, Terry Allen, Ezekiel has less. So if you're saying he's a Hall of Famer, then what is Ezekiel Elliott? Because Ezekiel Elliott got 9,000 yards.
Derrick Henry has already. I think Derrick Henry already passed 10K.
Less years? No. It doesn't matter. It does not. Saquon Barkley. This is nuts. Saquon Barkley has been in the league since 2018. It is 2024. Okay? He has 4,000-yard seasons. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why his numbers are inflated is because he ran for 2,000 this year.
Yeah.
Like,
you realize he would still be at 5K had he not ran for 2,000 this year.
Like just last year, he played 14 games. He ran for 900 yards.
The year before that, he played
16, had 1,300. The year before that, he played 13, had 500. Well, 600
or 600. If you want to be technical.
Yeah, like they don't. A lot of people don't say Marshawn Lynch is a Hall of Famer, and Marshawn Lynch had a way shits on what Saquon is doing. Like, this is no disrespect to Saquon. Like, he's going to need more than 1 year to be considered a Hall of Famer, just based off of the guys who aren't in the Hall of Fame now.
Like, you can't. How many 1,000-yard seasons did he have?
4.
I'm looking at Marshall Faulk. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8,000-yard seasons in 12 years.
Oh yeah, if he gets 5 more years of this, oh, no doubt. Because he'll have like 1,200. He'll have like 12,000 yards. I mean, even that is not even a gimme because there's niggas with 12,000 yards. It's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he'll be at where Marshall Faulk is right now. If he averages at least 1,200 plus for the next 5 years, he'll for sure get it.
Yeah, because Corey Dillon has almost 12,000 yards and a Super Bowl, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
And Corey Dillon was like that.
And I still don't like the fact that I don't like Warrick Dunn is not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, we had this conversation about when we were talking about the running backs and who's in and who's not in, and the list is kind of weird.
Very weird, especially as far as running back goes.
Yeah, so not having Warrick Dunn in the Hall of Fame is nuts to me. But hey, I'm not a voter. It is what it is. Okay, so then we had this. We're going to play the game that we like to play. Remember that. Remember we said this was just last week too. This wasn't even, we didn't have to go too far back. This was just last week. Think about it, but things happen, right? Like things happen. And that's my biggest issue with everyone who talks about Lamar is this. Why don't you have the same energy for the other quarterbacks? People have the nerve to say Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback. The nerve to say Joe Burrow has been in the playoffs twice.
2 times.
2 times.
2 times. He
is living off of, he took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Really? So then why doesn't Jalen Hurts get the same credit?
Hold on, wait, Mel, I'll do you one better. Why doesn't Jared Goff get the same credit?
Matthew Stafford?
Right.
I mean, it's like we look at Lamar and we just say he fucked up. You're right, he did. You're right, he fucked up. But so did Joe Burrow. Josh Allen has done nothing. He's done at least Lamar Jackson. At least Lamar has MVPs to fall on.
Facts.
Now, notice in that video from last week, everything that they are talking about this week, that was just a little, 55-second clip? Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, like all this shit, Jalen Hurts, everything that everybody's talking about. I keep trying to tell y'all, we are light years ahead of this.
Freaking box is probably going out. Shit is so long.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say Joe Burrow's not a Hall of Famer. What I'm saying is you can't say he's one of the best quarterbacks ever. Therein lies the problem. He could be a Hall of Famer. That's fine. But he's still going to have to do what Matthew Stafford did. Matthew Stafford still has a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow doesn't have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you have to at least win a fucking Super Bowl. You can't sit up there and we can't put these narratives on one player but not put the same narratives on another player. That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. This is why I said we're going to get to that because a lot of people.
Yeah. He made it 3 times in 12 years with the Lions. Right. Still more times than Joe Burrow did with Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he's been in the playoffs since he's been with the Rams. So he's been to the playoffs more in total. And he won a Super Bowl.
More in total. And he's won a Super Bowl. That's why I said we can't keep comparing.
Joe Burrow has been in the league for 7 years. 7 and 6.
When they win, what did I say? That 2018, 2019 LSU team. That was the team everybody talks about.
Joe Burrow came in the league in 2020. 4 years. Well, the 2019 season.
Yeah, 2019 season. Because they won a Natty in 2018.
Right. So 5 years.
Yeah, and then he got hurt his first or his rookie year, and then he came back his sophomore year and took him to the Super Bowl. And everybody thought he was fucking white Jesus.
Yeah. So 5 years. He's been in the league 5 years. And in those 5, and he's had a way better team than Matthew Stafford had in Detroit.
Quite literally. And
Michael
more
B's in the building. What's up, Michael B? No, yeah.
DJ Mike.
But the thing about it, Andre, what you're missing is, yes, 5 years, two playoffs. That does not make you a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. That does not. Jalen Hurts has not missed the playoffs with the Eagles. No one calls him a top 3 or top 4 quarterback, and he's been to a Super Bowl.
Matter of fact, they always question Jalen Hurts.
Exactly. Like everything that they're saying about Joe Burrow, I can say it about Jalen Hurts, but for some reason, y'all look at Jalen Hurts differently than you look at Joe Burrow. That doesn't make any sense.
It literally doesn't make any sense.
Like it's just weird. Like it doesn't make sense.
Like they're all quite literally, if we want to be real, they're all in the same boat until they.
When did anybody call Matthew Stafford a top quarterback? Who's they?
This year?
I don't. If you want to say since he's been with the Rams, yes, he has definitely been a top quarterback. He doesn't get the credit for doing it, but he has been. All right. So I played the clip for a reason because, like I said, we always keep receipts. That was the receipt, and this is what everybody's talking about today.
Player on the team, and they spent a ton of cash around him on the offensive side of the ball to prop him up and make sure that he performs at a really high level. So don't give me the empty calorie stats about how Joe Burrow is phenomenal. If he's so great, then why is his team not in the playoffs and a team like the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix is as a rookie quarterback? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But everybody wants to say, oh, Joe Burrow. Listen, I get it. Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He's just not an elite quarterback because elite quarterbacks aren't healthy the entire season and skip out on the playoffs.
You don't think Joe Burrow's an elite quarterback?
Nope. He's not an elite quarterback, and we've got to get out of this.
We've
got to get out of this thing where we want to anoint everybody an elite quarterback.
Who's there?
I'm at with the Joe Burrow of it all. I think when you look at the big three, when you look at what Patrick Mahomes has done, when you look at what Lamar Jackson has done, when you look at Josh Allen's body of work, Those guys have done more in this league in terms of being able to validate their abilities as a quarterback. When it comes to being able to acknowledge the level of player that you are, we got a couple of ways we measure that in the league. It's Super Bowl rings, it's MVPs, and it's all pros. Joe Burrow ain't got none of those. Joe Burrow's claim to fame is once upon a time, 4 years ago, beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game on his way to losing the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, that doesn't give you elite status.
The audacity, since I got to match fire with fire, I thought you would, but if it's not Joe Shiesty, who else? If you give Joe Burrow, as you know, Mr. Chris Canty, I need you to do your job on the defensive line so I can do my job as an offense, too. He's doing his job, but he needs other people to do their job. If you give Joe Burrow a top 15, heaven forbid a top 10 defense, where would they be then? His defense that he played with this year is atrocious. It goes without saying. His stat line, and everybody keep talking about, ain't this from the dude that talking about I ain't giving no Super Bowl back for MVP? Yes! Joe Burrow did his job. You do your job better than the opposing person doing their job. Like I said yesterday, you need 11 guys doing one thing the best of their ability, not one guy doing 11. Joe Burrow held his end of the bargain up. Now, as far as his defense, they failed him, and they know that. And it's embarrassing to even say that a guy who put up those type of numbers doesn't have nothing to show for it because the inability of his counterparts.
Okay. I know that was a little long, but bear with me on this, fellas. Bear with me. Because I'm gonna fry Cam's ass up on this one. Because again, I told y'all people get in front of these cameras and they don't have a standard. And they take it because you said something about somebody that they like and they go crazy and they just start talking gibberish. And this is where we are. Now you listen to what Cam said. He said, for somebody to do what they did, talking about Joe Burrow, and his defense let him down because the defense was trash. Right? That's what he said. Defense let him down. He said if Joe Burrow had a top 10 defense, imagine what they could have did. Okay, so if we look at what happened this year, the Bengals had a top 10 defense. They had the 9th ranked defense in the league. They had the 25th ranked defense in the league. Right? Didn't make the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple comparisons on why Joe Burrow doesn't get a pass for any of the bullshit that Cam is talking about. And then I'm going to put Cam's ass to the fire as well. So, offensively, I'm going to go teams who had really good offenses. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my guy Baker. Tampa Bay had the 3rd best offense in the league. Number three. But their defense, not so much. No. My bad. Their defense was slightly better than the Bengals. It was the guy we was talking about, Matthew Stafford. That was my fault. The Rams had the 26th ranked defense and a middle of the pack offense. Way worse than the Bengals offense. The Rams won 10 games in their division. and we're going to add the caveat to all of this. He played most of the season without Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. So I'm trying to figure out what's the problem.
You might want to know what the Lions were ranked defensively. They were ranked 20. The Lions, the Detroit Lions, so-called best team in the NFC, number 1 all season. They were ranked number 20. 342 yard average. 481, the largest average, mind you, in the playoffs. 481 yards.
We don't get to just make excuses. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because we don't do it on the flip side. And the reason why I said that was because for Cam, in 2013, y'all went 12-4 with the Carolina Panthers, won the division. Y'all had the second-ranked defense in the league and the 27th ranked offense. So you didn't do your fucking job, Cam. Based off what you're saying. You're saying because Joe Burrow, and somehow y'all won 12 games with a shitty offense.
With literally no receivers, bro.
So you won 12 games with a shitty offense and a good defense. So if I was Luke Kuechly or one of them, I'd be like, Cam, you ain't shit. Because that's what you're saying. Joe Burrow should tell the defense that they not shit because they let him down. Oh, but I'm not done. In 2017, it happened again, where you had the 7th ranked defense in the league and the 20th ranked offense. And y'all won 11 games that year when your offense was ass and the defense was carrying. I don't care. The Rams gave up more points than the Bengals did. I just told you that. And the Rams had a worse offense than the Bengals. And they still won 10 games. Like, we can't just keep making excuses. No, the Rams didn't. Okay. Listen, the Rams have the 27th worst. Look, fuck the points. We're talking about defenses. Yards, points, all that shit added up. Who had the worst defense? And the Bengals had a better offense, had a higher scoring offense than the Rams did.
The Commanders gave up more points than the Rams and the Bengals, or not the Rams, or than the Rams, not the Bengals and the Rams, but
yeah, if points win games, then why didn't the Bengals win games?
Like the Commanders gave up more points on average than the Rams, but they went all the way to the NFC Championship. And we can't use that points argument either. Shit. And according to scoring defense, the Dolphins had a top 10 defense.
Like,
Lions had a top 10 defense according to scoring defense. Chargers, Eagles, Broncos, Chiefs, Vikings. They all had top 10 scoring defense. They all didn't give up that many points. Dolphins didn't make the playoffs. Packers were a first round bounce. Vikings were a first round bounce. Broncos were a first round bounce. Chargers were a first round bounce.
Upside down.
Texans were a second round bounce.
Well, if you're doing it like that, the Bengals were scoring 27 points a game, giving up 25. So you got to explain to me how they still did not make the playoffs doing that. If you score more than you giving up, you should have had it more success. See, the problem is you looking at totals and you're not looking at the game. This is where shit gets dicey with people. because they lost to the Patriots 16-10. Where was all that offense? And that's the Patriots. Like, where is all of the points came late in the season when they were playing bums. You do realize that the Bengals did not beat a team with a winning record all season. No, they did. I just told you they didn't beat a team. They have no wins against teams with a winning record.
And the same thing, the same narrative can be used for the Lions too. The Lions gave up a shit ton of points all fucking season.
Yeah, like all they did all season long, they just scored points against shitty teams and gave up points against shitty teams. That's it.
In the playoffs.
And still didn't make the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Because when they played against good teams, they lost. Like, it's just,
the Bills gave up shit about the same number of points in the playoffs, and in the regular season, around 21 points.
Yeah, like you can't. We don't make these excuses for anybody else. No one says this about Jordan Love with the Packers. They don't. No one brings up that the defense was ass.
Yeah, shit. The Commanders, shit. They only gave up 23 points in the regular season. They ended up giving up 35.
Yeah, like you figure, like most of these teams, like what do they always trumpet Aaron Rodgers for? Oh, he just be dragging teams to the playoffs with those shitty defenses. Like if that's the standard we're going to use, and that's the standard we're going to use. All I'm saying is, he can't be considered a top 5 quarterback when you don't have the wins to back it up. It's not just about stats. I get it. Jamar Chase had the Triple Crown. I get it. I think he won the Triple Crown for quarterbacks. I think, didn't he lead in yards, touchdowns? And no, I don't think he won QBR.
Yeah, no, Lamar won QBR.
Yeah, but yeah, like he's going to have to figure that shit out. He's going to start winning games, man. Got to start winning games. Got to start because he's just – and shit, ain't this like the first season he's been healthy?
Mm-hmm. And that's the ultimate difference between the top 5 quarterback and the middle of the pack quarterback, right? A top 5 quarterback, it doesn't matter how many points the defense gives up. They're going to win the game for their team somehow, some way. A good quarterback, a top 15, top 12 quarterback, they're going to put up a lot of yards, a lot of points, but they can't finish games. That's the difference.
Yeah, shit. Washington was giving up 23 points a game.
In the playoffs, they gave up 35. So if Jaden Daniels has a top 15 quarterback, does that mean he's going to the Super Bowl? That's what Cam just said.
I mean, if they would have had a halfway decent goddamn defense, well, if they wouldn't have fumbled the ball, that's more like. And I guess that's another thing we have to understand about Joe Burrow too, is that he turns the ball over entirely too much, and in the worst situations. Okay, so let's rock on. Where we want to go to? Let's get to Deion Sanders.
Hey fellas, let's work today. Let's focus. We still got the main thing, right? Yes, let's keep the main thing. The main thing. Say that. Keep the main thing. Keep the main thing. Let's go.
Okay, so a lot of bullshit been going around with the coaches, and they've been talking crazy about Deion, crazy about Mike Tomlin. This whole everybody now turning on Mike Tomlin is crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't understand how somebody can do the things that he's done with the teams that he's had, and y'all still think he's not a good coach.
Never mind.
Like, you know, they made the playoffs last year, right? And nobody can tell me who their quarterback was. How about the year before that?
For sure, they made the playoffs last year. Nobody could tell me who their quarterback was. I can give you a hint. He's going to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, it's like the things that Mike Tomlin has done. If he was any other court, if it was Bill Belichick doing what he did, y'all would. The fact that he hasn't won Coach of the Year the last 3 years is fucking insane.
But they give it to somebody like Kevin Stefanski.
There isn't one person, not one, and I'm gonna take Russell Wilson off the table. There isn't one person on that fucking offense that would start anywhere in the league. George Pickens included.
Outside of O-line? No, wait, even O-line.
Even O-line.
Even O-line.
There isn't a unanimous nigga on that offense that you say, yo, what? He could start on any fucking team in the league.
I think the only person I would give the nod to, depending on where it would be.
Like I said, any team
would be Najee Harris.
Nope.
Because I think he replaces Chase Brown in fucking.
I don't think so.
In fucking Cincinnati.
I don't think so. Like,
and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they don't got a set running back right now. Travis Etienne, his hamstring is melting off the bone. They don't believe.
I don't think Najee Harris would. I don't think so. Okay, so you think he's better than Chase Brown? I think they're even. I think they're about the same.
Nah, I think Chase Brown's ass. I don't even want to see it. I think he got a lot of hype because of the role he had to step in and play last year. But yeah, no, I don't think he's that good.
Chase Brown, because if I'm not mistaken, let me see before I open up my mouth here. Najee Harris had 60 more yards rushing than he did.
Yeah.
And if Chase Brown would have had as many carries as Najee Harris, he would have had more.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, bro sucks. I tried, dog. I'm sorry, that nigga sucks. I'm sorry.
Like,
oh shit, I'm sorry.
Outside of other really bad teams, like he doesn't start on none of the good teams.
Let me see. Yeah, no.
On any of the playoff teams, can he be the starting running back on any of the playoff teams?
I would say Kansas City just because they would be assholes about it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's better than Kareem Hunt.
No, I don't think he's better than Kareem Hunt, but I think that I know how Andy Reid thinks, and just because of the name, oh yeah, I got to get him in there. Just like he did with Juju, just like he did with fucking McCole Hardman when he got him back, just like he did with DeAndre Hopkins the first game. Oh, I got to get DeAndre Hopkins a touchdown. Dude, I just know how to fuck.
I'm not saying Najee is not good. I'm just like, I don't think I don't think on any of the good teams he's a starter. I just don't.
What the fuck is his name in fucking Washington?
Oh, I'm taking Brian Robinson before I take him.
Oh, not Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler. The light skin.
Oh, I'd take Austin Eckler over him too.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. That nigga's that Austin.
Well, you don't like Chargers, so that's totally different.
Like I didn't like Austin Eckler coming out of college. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But
he got a weird touchdown celebration.
No, I
really don't know what he did.
Titans is a no because I like Tony Pollard. I don't think he's better than Tony Pollard. I like the kid Tracy with the Giants, so that's a no. Cowboys.
Cowboys,
possibly Cowboys. But like I said, none of the good teams. And that's only because, I'm only saying yes to the Cowboys because for some reason they didn't play Dalvin Cook all season. But if Dalvin Cook was there, no. So, and like I said, like with Mike Tomlin, like the stuff that he's been doing, the way he's been able to keep that team going and him not get the credit for it is wild work. And he doesn't even complain about it. That's even crazy. Because I know for me, I'll be bitching. I'll be bitching up a storm. Like, do you know who I took to the playoffs? Like in the AFC. So it's not like it's like a really shitty conference. He's in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. Najee, if you want to come to the Raiders, by the way.
I'll take him with the Raiders because we don't got no running back. I will definitely take him with the Raiders.
Come on down. Appreciate
unless we can get Scatterbo, you know.
I'll take them both. Nigga, I'll take that tandem back. I'll take that tandem back for it all day long. Give me that all day. That's a 1-2 punch that I need.
Yo, you saw that they talking to Marshawn about being the quarterback's coach. I mean the running back coach.
Running backs coach. Yeah, niggas ain't tackling that. Niggas ain't tackling that. And on top of that, if you know, like I know, Najee trained with Marshawn coming out of high school. So if you get them back together, oh yeah, nah.
Well, he don't run like Marshawn, that's for sure.
Oh no, he don't run like Marshawn, but he trained with Marshawn as far as footwork and as far as conditioning and shit like that. Like before he went to Alabama and shit like that. So like that's the reason why he was looked at so high is because he came out of that Marshawn Lynch kind of running back school that he kind of was going on. So if you get him back together with Shawnee, it's up.
Yeah, well,
it's going down for sure.
Well, the Rooneys are not going to complain about Tomlin because it's the Rooneys. I'm talking about the play. I'm talking about like the people that do what we do, that talk football, and just saying how Mike Tomlin, you know, his message is getting stale and he needs to move on from the Steelers and start off in a new place. And why do I need to go someplace new if where I'm at is just fine?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, you don't got no reason to fix it. Because there's this weird obsession that people think you got to go somewhere else to prove yourself.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
It never made sense to me. Like if you go somewhere and you're successful, it doesn't validate your success prior to that.
And don't bring up Andy Reid because it doesn't correlate. Mike Tomlin has already won a Super Bowl in Pittsburgh. That's the reason why everybody feels like, and you should, he can fucking do it again. Andy Reid, everybody felt like he could not win in Philadelphia. And after he lost to the fucking Pittsburgh or to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, the team essentially fell apart. So he felt like he needed a new path in order to pursue what he was ultimately missing. These aren't the two.
Literally, Mullins beat you to the punch.
Trying to thank you. Like they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing at all. Okay, I understand. That's the first thing I hear all the fucking time. They are nowhere near the same. Okay,
yeah.
Andy Reid could not get over the hump. He cannot beat Bill Belichick.
And the crazy thing about it is, I'm gonna say this, and I mean this with my whole chest. If Mike Tomlin had Donovan McNabb, he would have won a Super Bowl.
If Mike Tomlin had that team, do people remember who was on that team?
I know who was on that team.
Like that team was disgusting. Mind you, T.O. did what he did on a broken goddamn femur.
Like I think Andy Reid is a good coach now because all of the bullshit that he had to go through in Philadelphia.
Man, dude, people not remember that team, bro.
Because he had that team.
He's going back.
That team should have won at least 2 Super Bowls. At least.
You give Tomlin that team, he's going back to back. I'm sorry, he's going back to back. That defense, that offense, they're. And look what he did in Pittsburgh, and tell me he's not going back to back with that Philly team. Come.
And then all the stuff with Coach Prime, they hate his kids. They hate Shador and Shiloh.
They cannot stand his kids and or him, and especially Shiloh. I'm sick and tired.
They show the worst fucking. They put this montage of clips of like, Shiloh is getting cooked, and I said, are y'all watching the clips? I said, first of all, there was only 2 plays that like the receiver caught the ball, but they caught the ball in front of Shiloh and Shiloh made the tackle.
Can I I
You
need
good.
everybody to
You
listen to it really quickly. I need everybody to understand something real quick. 7-on-7 and 1-on-1s is not real football, guys. It does not correlate to the game. I'm sorry. I understand that they try to make it fucking this big thing now, but 1-on-1s is not realistic because as 9 times out of 10 times out of 10,
Big Ben was not a good quarterback. I'll get back to that.
1-on-1s is not realistic because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have a fucking safety. 10 times out of 10, you're gonna have a fucking safety over there. Even 7-on-7, not realistic because there's gonna be a rush. So I hate when motherfuckers sit up there and give a fucking quarterback a million goddamn seconds, and then he throws a goddamn ball halfway across the field because the first window wasn't open. He threw it in the third window, and now, oh my God, look at the DB. They're just out there getting cooked. The quarterback's not going to have that much time in the fucking NFL, bro. That's just not real. Y'all have to evaluate real football. Stop with all of this. Oh, well, I seen him in 7-on-7s. I seen him in 1-on-1, and he was getting cooked all day. Of course he fucking was. It's not realistic.
Do you know how? Okay. I hate 1-on-1s as a barometer to gauge a defense back. It does not work. I don't know who started this whole 1-on-1 shit, but it's very weird to me because first things first, you are not stopping me in 1-on-1s. As a DB, I'm sorry to tell you, you can't do it. It's not designed for you to stop me.
Can I ask you a quick question? Just a quick question, just to build on that. How much sense does it make to evaluate 2 players in which you're giving them the whole field to operate?
Because if I'm running a slant, there's so many different factors that play into that are not being accounted for. Like there's no offensive line, there's no tight end, there's no outside linebacker, there's no middle linebacker. There's no safety. Like normally there's a window you have to throw that slant into. Like so if we're just in open space, you know what I mean? Unless you have the quarterback on a 2.7 second clock where you be like at the snap of the ball, I'm hitting the stopwatch. When it gets to 2.5, the ball's got to get out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you can technically judge it, because outside of that, you can't DBs and wide receivers at a certain point, you can't cover me no more.
Then quite literally, we can only cover for so long. And that's the reason why I always respected my coach. Shout out to Coach P.
Yeah, I agree with that. 1-on-1 should only be for offensive and defensive linemen. Like that's the only way.
That's the only where it really makes sense. And this is the reason why I always say shout out to my boy Coach P, right? Because even in 7-on-7s and 1-on-1s, he would make it like a real game scenario, right? Of course, the D lineman wouldn't be there. Of course, the O lineman wouldn't be there. But that man got a big ass fucking, that big ass air horn that motherfuckers walk around with for games and shit like that. One of those, right? And just like you said, as soon as the play snap, you got a certain amount of time to get the ball out. Especially, he gonna blow that motherfucker right in your goddamn ear. Sack.
Yeah. Like if you got to get into your route fast. Like you don't got time to all these receivers when they be dancing and shit. Nah, you ain't got time for that, my nigga. You got ain't got time for none of that.
First of all, you do that against me, I'm gonna jam the fuck out you. I'm gonna put you on the fucking bench.
I tell all my receivers, be aggressive. This is not, I don't want you dancing. You know where you want to go. You got one move. You can step inside or outside. That's it. All that extra shit, don't do it.
Yeah, because a nigga like me, I'm 6'1", okay? And I'm not slow, all right? I'm going to put you in the bench, okay? And if you think you got me off the line, I got catch-up speed. Yeah, don't do that shit. Get to your spot and get there.
You got to keep your feet moving. The longer you stand still, the worse it's going to get. So them talking about, oh, look, Shiloh this and Shiloh that and Shiloh hurt his draft. Shiloh, look, I want you. And then they talking about how, Shador's arm strength isn't good. Talk all the shit you want. Mm-hmm. I want both them niggas to land with the Raiders. We taking them regardless. So,
Period.
Look, y'all can talk all the shit y'all want. Shiloh ain't got he ain't not fast. He can't do this. He can't do that. Fucking Shador ain't got the arm. And you right. He ain't none of that shit. Fuck that. He asked.
He's day 3.
Yep.
He's not even a top 10 pick.
All of that.
Come off day 2.
Yep. Jalen Milroe is better than him. All that.
Bet. I'm here for it all. Because as soon as they fall to the Raiders, I'm cool.
Yep. And with the 6th pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, dig. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't care. Just keep talking crazy. That's all I want you to do. Keep talking crazy.
He's saying their draft stock is falling. That's fine because it's going to fall.
That's all I care about. That's it.
It's going to fall right to the Raiders, dog. That's fine. I don't care. It's going to fall right to the Raiders. That's fine.
Yep. And everybody's like, oh, man. No. Hey, if we don't get Shedeur, Jackson Dart is the next option. That's it.
We can go Jackson. We can go Kyle McCord. You heard? Like, it's fine. Let their draft stock fall. That's fine. Let them fall to the Raiders. That's cool.
That's it.
I'm fine.
That's all I care about.
Kyle McCord. Like, if y'all want to trade up to get Cam, that's fine, bro. I'm not worried about it. Let them fall to the Raiders.
Yeah, you can trade up, get Cam Ward. Because Telesco did say he's trying to move up to number 2.
Yeah, and now John Spytek came in and said he's trying to do the same thing. I'm aggressive. I like it. Come on, Spytek.
Spytek, that's his name. I keep saying Telesco. He's gone.
Yeah, John Spytek. I like it. Let's get it. Come on.
Yeah.
You and
Pete. Move up to number 2. Get Shedeur. Be aggressive. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. Let's get money. You know what I mean? Ain't no time to sit on our hands, man. Let's go.
Yeah, like we're gonna turn this around. You get Shedeur. If you can get Genty or Scatterbo, hey, let's do it.
I mean, you don't have to.
I don't care if you throw a nine. Look, I am a firm believer. I am a firm believer in tape.
Yeah, you don't got to. What am I gonna see at the combine that I ain't see in college? Nick, yep, go ahead. Y'all go ahead and evaluate him after not throwing out the combine if you want to.
Yeah, because what's gonna happen? Jalen Milroe gonna go out there and he gonna throw that shit. And it's gonna come out like a rocket, and y'all gonna be like, ooh.
Yep.
And then he gonna go out there, run a 4.3, and everybody gonna be like, oh shit, he got the arm, he got the
Yes.
Draft his ass.
Yes. Cleveland Browns with the number 3 pick. Select Jalen Milroe.
Exactly. I want all y'all do all the dumb shit. Please do all the dumb shit.
There it is. Can't wait for it to happen because I know it is.
No. Oh, you just asking. I don't know. I mean, if I know Shedeur, he's gonna throw.
Yeah, if I know Shedeur, he's gonna throw. Because I'm pretty sure him and Dion have already worked out something to where he's gonna be like, yeah, just go out there and give them what they asking for.
Yeah, and of course we called it. We fucking called it, and I hate it, and I'm mad that we fucking called it because Jimmy Horn is out there hooping. Fucking all the Colorado wide receivers are destroying the Senior Bowl. All of them.
What did we say? We for sure said it. All them boys. Jimmy Horn out there going crazy. What's the other brother name? Tall dude. I always fucking forget his goddamn name. He out there going crazy.
And I said it. I was like, I don't want them to go because this was going to happen. Because in my brain, I was like, we can get Shedeur and all them niggas who trickle down to either not getting drafted or be late draft picks, and we can pick them up late. And all the niggas will come to the Raiders.
I was so mad that LaJohntay decided to stay because if he came out, that nigga would have been in the draft going crazy too. Come on. Yeah, I'm so upset, bro, because they really in there tripping. I'm like, no. Y'all got to relax until y'all get to the Raiders, bro.
Yeah.
Relax.
No one told you niggas to go out there and try hard. Stop.
Man, just relax, bro. Let them talk their shit. Let them say you day 2, day 3, day 4, and we going to swoop y'all up.
Yep. Jalen Milroe going to go out there and go nuts. He going to go insane. And everybody's going to be like, oh, shit, look at his arm and this. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and yep. He's all of those things.
Yes, he is.
Shedeur is trash. You know,
ass. Let him fall to the Raiders. The Raiders aren't good. Doesn't matter who we do.
You can push everybody you want ahead of fucking Shedeur. I'm cool.
It doesn't matter who we get, bro. The Raiders aren't good. Doesn't matter who we get. Just let us have them.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's not good. Yeah. The Raiders aren't good. Don't matter who we draft. We're never going to be good. Bet. Just let us go ahead and get him, Shiloh. Let's go ahead and grab Jimmy Horn too. We're gonna go ahead and grab Bo.
Yep. Because you know the new trend is get your rookie quarterback the receivers that he played with in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jerry Jones gonna be like, oh, he got big hands.
Jerry Jones is looking for the next location of his new glory hole.
It's crazy. Glory hole is nuts.
It's
all right.
Insane.
Let's wrap this mother up.
Valley, it's the fourth quarter. Get those scores up.
I know. All right. This fourth quarter is going to be mad fast. It's going to be the 2-minute drill. This shit ain't even going to be about nothing because we don't got nothing.
We covered that Labor Day.
Yeah. And it's a 2-hour show, so we ain't going to be here that long. So we don't got no games this weekend, so we ain't got nothing to really talk about. I don't want to overshoot anything, so I want to keep stuff for next Friday. Yeah. I want to get into the halftime, get into the halftime show and
Super Bowl events and whatnot, Pro Bowl and whatnot. Most definitely gonna talk about some stuff in depth.
So that's what we'll get into that stuff next Friday. And that's it. I'll see. I don't know. I'll see if I can hunt down some guests. See what we're gonna do. Or maybe I bring everybody after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, do that, or we'll try to get like a Super Bowl show with all the guests that we've acquired throughout the years, or some of the guests that we've acquired throughout the year.
Right, yeah, because I was thinking about calling Don and them and see if they want to come on.
Yeah, see if we can get them on here for a Super Bowl show. Nice little pre-Super Bowl party and whatnot. In other news, the whole Liam Cohen thing with the Buccaneers, the Jags. We're not gonna get into all the details. We're gonna save that for next week. But his Duval,
the Duval.
I would have fired him off that.
You can't be excited if you're a Jags fan about that.
I would have fired him right there. I would have fired him.
Yep. All you would have seen was, and then the GM walk up and be like, "Yeah, so we just fired his ass, and we're gonna be looking for a new head coach."
Yeah, this isn't gonna work out.
That motherfucker said Duval.
Like the side smile though, that's what got me, bro. He said Duval. Like
I tagged what's his name? The comedian, not Ross.
Duval.
No, not Ross.
Oh, not Ross? Yeah.
Because he fried him up in his car. I was like, nah, you gotta see this shit.
Dog, like this man, I thought he was auditioning for a Colgate commercial.
And then he swayed when he said it. Like, oh, it's so bad. But I did the whole thing.
Crazy.
He's never held a coaching job longer than 2 years.
Ever. That's probably why, because he's awkward.
He's probably super awkward. Not probably. We've seen it. We've
seen it. Full blown 1080p, bro. 4K. Man is awkward. Even when he tried to run it back, awkward. No.
Nah, you could have held that one in. You could have just been like, I'm gonna hold that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, yeah, nah. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he would have got a call right then and there on stage. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, they said the same. They were saying, I saw that. They was talking about the stat that Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels were born, went through school, college, became NFL players, and went to an NFC championship game before the Dallas Cowboys.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that stat.
That's actually crazy.
I love that stat so much.
And the fact that Jaden Daniels has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Than Dak Prescott already is kind of wild. Not even kind of wild. It's hilarious.
It's wild. All right. So, with that being said, we ran a little long. I know we had to. Dog, scratch me. So, I know we had a little lull in the middle. I apologize. That was my fault because that was my fault. When I get to trying to find shit, yeah, I tell you, once we lock in, we lock in. When we start running. But like I said, next week we're gonna prep for the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because
it's gonna be a lot. We're gonna get into it, but
I don't want to be miserable on Monday.
Yeah, trust me, it's gonna be a lot. Just rock with us. We gonna get this football show. We gonna get this football content going. Make sure y'all tap in with the rest of the show throughout the rest of the week. Basketball, Gentlemen's Talk on Wednesday. Got some dope topics coming out for you. PBT, y'all know what it is on Thursday, and then we back talking that ish on Friday.
Right. And one more thing, Trent, you ain't answered me back. I'm trying to go on the show on Tuesday. He got that stupid motherfucker on his show. I already told him. I said I'm frying his ass up on Tuesday. Dude.
Whenever you go, shoot me the link. We there.
And I was like, once I can get the confirmation that we can rock out, we go. I'm taking off work and everything.
Yeah, we there. Because
I'm not like he is retarded.
We are there. So
and I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say retarded on YouTube, but I apologize if I offended anybody. I did not mean to offend anybody. I'm just using this to describe one person and one person only.
Which is what he is.
Yes.
If you've heard his takes. Sport-wide.
They're bad. They're horrible.
Yes. Very, very, very horrible. So, yeah. Whenever that happens, go ahead and drop that link. And you already know what it is.
Yep. I'm on it. So, with that being said, we out of here.
Yeah, come on. Push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn